Okay. What do we do first? Do we settle on our clothes for the day? Or do we feel like dance sessions? I think clothing first, maybe? Clothing. I want to know what Cove's gonna wear. Wonderful, says Baxter. Oh, God, where's his voice when I need it? Okay, he clapped his hands together at the thought.
Well.
There it is. There's the voice. Well, I can imagine you'll both look incredible, so... I recall that two of you are intending to keep the outfits nice and secret for the special day. Oh yeah, I forgot that's what Cove wanted. Why is Cove so cute? Okay. I want my dad to come. It sounds like something best man should do, right?
I mean,
I know my mom would want to come too, but she doesn't live close, so you know. Cove shrugged weakly. Baxter nodded, and a faint quirk of humor in his expression. It'll be nice for Mom to see in our actual wedding day, though. Oh, my brother's playing video games. Everyone look up in the top corner. There's my brother. Oh, he disappeared. He's playing some games. Okay, here's a hot question. Would you want your significant other to see you and what you're wearing before the wedding day? I kind of feel like, and maybe this is just me, but I feel like it'd be really nice to have their opinion on what I get. Like, they wouldn't see me all dolled up, but like their opinions on what I'm wearing? I don't know. I feel like that could be nice, because then you could coordinate too. I feel like that could be a really cute thing. It'll be nice for Mom to see it on our actual wedding.
Of course.
Hi, Baxter. Is it not a straight thing? Like not being able to see before the wedding? I thought it was like a superstitious thing. I don't know though. I have very little dress sense, so I do like the idea of spouse approval before the wedding, right? And I feel like weddings are really expensive, and if you're going for a stereotypical like wedding dress, that could be hundreds of thousands of dollars. Maybe not that expensive, but it can be pretty freaking expensive. So like, wouldn't you want your spouse's like, not approval, but like opinion on that so you feel confident in what you're wearing? I don't know. But I'm with you, Grassy and Bugs. I don't know. I think it's cute to see each other. You felt for Cove familiar with the issue yourself. You could think of a few geographically unavailable people it would have been nice to bring with you as well. Teleporters would make life so much easier. True. Maybe you could send pictures to your mom? That'll sure be a surprise to her. You could send pictures. Cove considered, tilting his head in thought. He wasn't completely against the idea, but he didn't fully commit either. I'm not very good at that. You're not good at pictures? I love him. That is true. Roasted! Even though it would have been nice for Cove to share the experience with his mom, you were sure that no matter what Cove wore, Kyra would still be just as excited to see him on the big day. And it was great that he would still be able to bring his dad. Tell him I said hi. For your own shopping adventure, you pictured how you wanted the experience to go. Then you directed your attention back at Baxter, finally ready to answer his question. Who are we taking? Are we going on my own? I'm gonna go with my moms. We have to go with our moms, right? That's so cute. Mom and child, like, wedding shopping. Can we please? Oh, I agree. I have to take your moms. Yeah. We have to take our moms. You welcomed your moms on this little shopping adventure. The trip was far less likely to end up with you scrutinizing yourself in a mirror when trying on the 13th outfit for the 15 minutes trying to judge it, and previous dozen options yourself. With that decided, Baxter rubbed his hands together in satisfaction. Perfect. But before you run off on that next... I can't get my voice this low. But before you run off on that next outing, would be best to choose where you're going. I don't think that's it. I don't think I'm hitting his voice right. Do you have a preference on which store or stores you'd like to visit? There are two excellent local shops that would be able to set up you both with whatever you need. One is primarily a dress boutique, but it also has rompers and skirt options. Oh, what are we gonna wear? The accessory selection is also divine. There's also a shop that focuses on suits, pants, skirts, suits. They also have all the relevant additions that you'd likely to want.
I guess.
I'm gonna wear a suit, so I guess I'll need to go to the suit shop.
What do you think?
I don't like to think, Baxter. Oh my god, what do we do? Do we do A boutique? Do we want to do the suit shop? Do we want to do both? Should we do both? We could do both. I kind of feel like the boutique though, because it's like local business, right? I'm down for that. I'm like, wedding's over. Okay, bye. Yeah, we did our vows. Goodbye. I don't want to spend time with Gus. I want to spend time with my wife. This is my wife. It's the greatest good you'll ever know. Name that quote. I'm thinking boutique for sure. That's what I'm feeling. I kind of want a suit though.
It's doable.
That works. Cove nodded in agreement.
Lovely.
Lovely. I love how much voice acting they gave this guy. They clearly heard the fans out there of Baxter and were like, all right, let's make sure this guy has lots of lines to read. We're gonna have him voice act away because everyone is obsessed with his voice. Baxter sounded pleased as he reached over to his notebook on the nearby desk. He clicked his pen and jotted something down. I'll leave the rest up to you, and I'll see you both during our next session. Good luck. Oh yeah, we have to dance with him. His smile was curled but bright. He waved you both off. Thanks. Co's voice was nervous as he started to shuffle out. You got up following him. See you next time, Baxter. Time passed from your meeting with your planner, and soon both of you and Cove were going out for the big shopping trip. You temporarily said goodbye to your fiancé. You hugged Cove and he squeezed you back with a big ring on his face. Have fun, Devin. You have fun yourself, Cove! Cove nodded, bouncing on the balls of his feet. You could tell he was slightly nervous, but still looking forward to the rest of the day. Your car beeped when you unlocked it, and you climbed in the driver's seat. Cove waved you off when you left. You swung by the neighborhood and picked up your parents along the way. Mom and Ma joked about who called shotgun first and who would spread out in the back seat. It was a pleasant drive full of light conversation, but you learned that there was a rumor going around Sunset Bird about finally fixing up the old park. Ma doubted it was going to happen since apparently it had been going around the grapevine for a while. Mom didn't think there would be smoke without a fire. But that's getting off topic. What are you hoping to find today, Devin? Oh shit, I don't even know what we're looking for. You mentioned a few of your ideas and your parents listened eagerly, chattering about the possible ideas for the rest of the drive. To be honest, I'm going to my own wedding for food and a wife, and you're going to your own wedding for the food, the wife, and the food? To be honest, if I had an actual wedding, I would be going for the food. And the dancing. I really like dancing, y'all. I am not good at dancing, but I love putting on some like 2090s playlist and just like rocking out to it. Tell me that isn't like the best part of a wedding, getting drunk and just dancing with your friends. Like, it's so fun. I miss doing that. Not at weddings specifically, but just like generally in life, I miss doing that, you know, you feel me? Up ahead was a very proper fancy building. You could tell it was going to be really nice. You entered the boutique and took in the view. Oh, when they said boutique, I didn't realize it was just dresses. Guess we don't get to wear a suit, y'all. Maybe. I thought it was like a little. Why did I think when they said boutique, I was thinking like thrift store boutique? Where like you walk in and it's like lines of like. I was incorrect about. That's okay. Technically, I could go back, but we'll just go with the dresses. It's fine. Pyra. I was gonna say I want to go dancing and karaokeing with you all, but okay. Let me put on my timer for sing mode. But the thing with sing mode is it's not really me singing. I don't for Siri sing ever on sing mode. You know who does sing though? Brit. Brit sings. All right, where's my timer? There it is. I'm sorry for your ears. Here we go. I'm telling the story now through song. This is the musical number of our story. The first thing you noticed was how warmly lit the shop was. Despite how most of the merchandise being white, that's really dumb. It's white because of a virgin queen, and because she was rich and she was like, look at all my money, I can have this white dress. This is really hard to do, Pyra. I'm struggling. It was like a fairy tale, place where dreams would come true. The dresses had room to breathe, each displayed why do dresses need to breathe. Thank you for the food. In there was a faint scent. I need like a tune. Wait, hold on. I need like a tune to listen to. Can we put on like some karaoke music real fast? I need a tune to sing to. This background noise, not doing it for me. Veronica, open the door, please. Veronica, open the door. There you go. That's your singing for you. Thank you for the Snick Snack Bean. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You're welcome. You all get to suffer now. Who's ready? The air was faint scented, and you thought it was something floral. But you also thought that something smelled like vanilla as well. Whatever it was pretty and not overwhelming. Fancy, said Mom. Ma's eyes narrowed as she scrutinized the place. Mom said, this should do very well. Mom chuckled as she walked further into the shop. I was too early. Well, this is really hard. I don't have to do karaoke because we're done. The timer went off right as I switched songs. Okay, let's actually pick our wedding dress, yeah? Well, if Lanny says it's acceptable, then we're in good shape. A woman with an official seeming binder stepped across the floor, her high heels not clacking once. How do you do that? I have never walked across a floor with high heels and not clacked. But I like clacking, so. She made eye contact with you and smiled. Hello, is Devin here? Yes, I'm Devin. Thank you for coming and congratulations. My name's Gabriella and I'll be your stylist today. We'll do everything we can to find you your dream look for the day. She grinned brightly and gestured for you to follow her. She led you over to a sitting area. One sec before you settle in. Let me get a few measurements. You obliged and Gabriella took a measuring tape from her pocket and wrapped it around you. You could tell that she had a lot of practice with how efficient she was at it. Thanks so much. Now, feel free to sit. We can get this going. This is how I feel like bridal people talk, because any time I've talked to a bridal person, this is what it's been like. Your mom stood in a couple open seats. Ma still seemed to be inspecting her surroundings while Mom beamed at you. Gabriella flipped over her binder and tapped the laminated pages with her manicured nails. To get an idea of your vision, I have to ask a few questions for you. This will be the guide selection process. I find it makes things a little more manageable if I bring you options based on your preferences instead of you going over every single piece we've got. We wouldn't want to overwhelm you. Ma smirked but made no comment. She had supervised a boutique once since you were a child and likely knew more than most of the employees here. However, you appreciated that she was respectful of their process. Mom worked in a boutique? We're learning things about our moms. I know it's a lot to take in about all at once, but just take it in one question at a time. And remember that you can always go in another direction later if you want. Okay, sounds good. The stylist handed the questionnaire over to you and you skimmed over the questions. It got more details as it went, but the start was fairly simple. The type of clothing you wanted brought out was... Can we do a romper? I feel like that is a good in between of like a suit and a dress type traditional thing. Like a romper could be really fun. I watched the VOD, it was hilarious. Oh no! Well, thank you for watching the VOD. It always blows my mind when people watch VODs. I'm like, oh my god, people watch VODs? Well then you know what happens. I don't have to tell you anything. Yeah, we're doing a romper. We don't have to wear a suit. Why don't we have a suit option? Because I didn't pick the suit please, Bugs. I messed up. I was trying to go to the opposite place of Cove. That was in a traditional state. Oh, we're doing non-traditional buds. We're not doing white in this family. Specifically, what color do we do? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. I can be brown, I can be blue, I could be rainbow, I could be bronze, I could be silver, I could be pink, black, brown. What color do we want? What color? Okay, we're getting married in the woods. We're getting married in the woods and then going to the aquarium. So I feel like we need a color that goes with that. I don't know what goes with that. Gold? Gold? I'm throwing gold out. Maybe silver? What's another like pretty color? Purple? Blue? I feel like a gold or bugs. Why, Buggy? Why? I feel like a gold or a silver could be good, or like a bronze. Because we're getting married in the woods, so I just want to like keep that in mind. I only started watching those VODs because Our Life is Strange 2 rarely has people live. I am dreadful to see people get so excited for that game as I am. I'm literally so hyped, Grassy. We're so hyped for it. I think I played the day demos came out, and it was so cute. I want to go back and like play it slower. I don't know if we'll do that on stream, but I do want to go back and play it slower to get like the actual feel for the VOD. Okay, I'm leaning towards gold, so I'm gonna pick gold, but if anyone feels strongly about a different option, speak now and forever hold your peace. I don't know how big the delay is. Brown, green, like a forest in? Green, that's 2 for green. Okay, green. With what kind of garment you wanted and a desired color filled out, the questionnaire transition. Brown? We want brown? Brown? At a wedding? I feel like brown's too poopy for a wedding. Like a poop. God damn it, Pyra. We're not going brown. I can't pick more than one color. I can only pick one color. Green? Okay. With that what kind of garment you wanted, and does blah, 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 we read that. I went down the list picking out descriptors after descriptors that sounded best. Like an unhealthy poop. Stop ruining this, Pyra! I swear to God. I will come through this screen and I will slap you with some... I'm not gonna do that, never mind. Green? Okay, we're doing green. Modern, traditional, or fusion. I don't know what this means. Do any of you know what this means? What is a modern, traditional, or fusion? What does that mean? I don't know. Also, I dropped my guac on the floor and it looks like child crap. Guac is delicious, so that's sad, but like, what? Child crap? Like a toy? Like a child's toy all over the floor? What are you talking about? I don't want to see that. Why is this the discussion that we are happening? Why? Can we bring the conversation back to wedding clothing, please? And not poopies? What? What are we doing here? Why are we doing this? Why? And can we not, please? Thank you. You gotta see your baby pics of you with poop. I'm just gonna pick fusion. Ooh, shiny green? Or textured. We should do textured. Well-fitting, flowy, frilly. Ew. Sorry, I can't do frilly. Fitted top and looser pant legs. fitted top half and puffier pant legs. We can have puffy pants. I want puffy pants. I don't know. Fitted looser pant, puffy pants. Puffy pants? Puffy pants? Ultimate fan! Hello, love! Y'all, can I get a shout out for Ultimate Fan, please? Ultimate Fan, Ultimate Fan, Ultimate Fan, Ultimate Fan, Ultimate Fan. Wait. Look what you did. This was you! This is because of you! That sound is brought to you by Ultimate Fan, just so you know. And you should be following them. Just saying. Yeah, Wooding Stream. I'm gonna give us puffy pants, okay? Okay? That's what we're doing here. And I'm not going to read any of those comments about poop, okay? No, we're not talking about poop anymore. If you talk about poop again, you're getting timed out, okay? Okay. Puffy pants. Beaded, laced, no detailing, beading and leads. I want beading. Long sleeve, short sleeved, quarter length? Let's do long sleeves. Floor length arms? Ankle length arms? Knee length arms? Why would I want any of my arms to be that long? On my, what is this? Oh, pants! We're talking about pants. Oh my god. What did I walk into? I'm so scared right now. You don't want to know. We're not talking about it. We're not talking about Lich! Thank you for shouting out Lich. How you doing? I can't send my sub message? You can't send what? A message? What message were you trying to send? I love you, Lich. Sorry you can't send messages. What happened? Let's do a floor. I'm on it. I'll go get you something. Gabrielle turned her heels and headed back to the store, out of sight. The distinct sound of stylist heels deliberately not clacking. Why? On the floor alerted you that she was coming back. How could she not be clacking? She carried a romper that seemed right out of what you pictured from the questionnaire. It was the right cup. Boop? Boop? I didn't hear that. Boop! Anyways, it was the right color, right fabric, the style you indicated. Seeing all the elements put together in a single piece, the romper had a fanciful feel to it. We're gonna look like a fairy! I love it, that quintessential rutting romper. It's gorgeous and very Pam. What do you think, Devin? It's good, but I can change part of what I'm looking for. Can I go through everything again? This is it. Are we good with our green giant pant beaded wedding romper with a fitted top and balloon pants that is green and shiny and beaded? Any part we want to change there, let me know. We're literally gonna look like a fairy. I'm actually kind of excited. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna be little elves in the woods. We're Tinkerbell. Yo, we're Tinkerbell. I didn't mean to dress us like Tinkerbell, but we're Tinkerbell. It's gonna be great. I'm excited. Your stylist lit up at your approval. She held the romper closer to you. Then you should put it on. The stylist walked you to the changing room in a generously sized space with a full mirror closed off by a heavy cutting. She hung the romper on the metal hook. Now, before I give you some privacy, would you like me to grab my accessories to complete the look? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, she doesn't have elf ears. I was gonna say we should have elf ears. A veil, earrings, a jacket, an anklet, a shawl, a train? Oh, like a wedding train, not like a physical choo-choo Thomas the train engine. Tell me I wasn't the only one who thought Thomas the Train Engine when they said train. A bracelet. I think we need... That's what you thought too. I was so glad, Pyra, because I was like, why would I want a train? That's so random. I feel like a jacket could be nice. Right? Because a tiara would make it fairy tale. Okay, let's do tiara then. We could do a jacket too. Nah. Earrings? No. Bracelet. Yeah, that's it. You shared your ideas with the stylist. From your description, she had something in mind and left you to collect what you requested. You closed the curtain after Gabrielle was gone. You were glad that there was space to put your clothes when you changed out of them. You slipped into a romper. It fit well for something off the rack. Gabrielle knew what she was doing with sizing. You inspected yourself before you respected yourself by looking in the mirror. The view from the mirror was breathtaking. You truly were about to have a wedding. You slid the thick cloth partition aside. Partition, baby, and stepped back to the main floor of the shop. You paused in front of another well-lit mirror and beamed. Gabrielle walked up and accessorized you. The look was finished. Have a lovely errand, one kid. I hope you have a great rest of your day and that the errands go smoothly. All right. We're excited. I'm excited to be marrying Cove. You felt the jumping for joy and struggled not to run around telling everyone in the shop how lucky you were to be marrying Cove. You nodded at your reflection and then spun around to face the others. Ma hugged around Mom from the side.
Oh.
It's amazing, sweetie, honey. Mom took a moment to recover. Thank you for the follow, Simo Arts. Welcome me in. But rallied. You've never looked better, kiddo. You twisted around. Look, I wish we could see it. Like, I know they couldn't have possibly, like, programmed in all of those options, but it'd be so cool if we could have seen the final look, you know? It was the right choice. You went back to talk with the stylist together, and she helped you get things sorted. Gabrielle took more of your measurements and discussed the shoes you'd be wearing. The boutique would tailor the romper to fit you and your shoe size exactly. It didn't take long to wrap everything up. You thanked Gabrielle for her help and had every belief that the next time you put on that romper, it would be one of the best days of your life. It's so cute! When you outside, the first thing on your mind was calling Cove to let him know you were done. You selected Cove's name in your favorites and tapped the call button. I'm watching from Morocco. Well, welcome in from Morocco. I'm gonna wash out the corner of my eye while I art. Oh my god, what are you making, Ultimate Fan? And thank you for the lyric. Sad that being able to see the final wreathlet would have meant less options. True. That's true. It would have been a lot of less options. But it would have been so cute to see the final outfit, you know? But we do have an outfit now. And we're literally fairy tale, which I'm very excited about. His voice was chirpy over the phone, eager to talk to you.
Devin!
Hey, Devin! Hi. How did it go? It went great. Another thing to check off the list.
I'm so glad.
That's so good. I'm glad it worked out. He sounded sweet and a small part of you melted. Talking to him made you even happier than you had been for her successfully finding your outfit. How were things for you? I did it too. And me and Dad kind of struggled, but it worked out. I'm pretty sure it's all good. You should like it. They're so cute. I can't wait for you to see me and what I found. I can't wait for us to see each other. Why am I not surprised? I'm sure the efforts will pay off. I can't wait to see, I'm gonna say I can't wait for us to see each other. It's going to be amazing. This is a surprise I can't wait for. If he doesn't cry, if he does not cry, I will cry. I'm gonna cry anyways, let's be real. Suddenly, the days before the wedding seemed even longer, and now you would be in suspense. Should I say sorry if I cry when Why does this game read my mind? Every time this game reads my mind, I swear. Hey Simo, I appreciate wanting to share art, but we don't do self-promotion in chat. If you would like to self-promote, you're welcome in our Discord. Otherwise, you know, you can talk about what art you make. That's fine, but we just don't do links of that. I got jelly of Cove. Oh, yeah, Jello. You got Jello. Are you wishing for your future husband to cry, Cove? Yes. The game literally read my mind. I know it's gonna be perfect. But I should probably let you go. We can see each other in person once we get back.
I love you.
Every time they do that to me, every single freaking time. Goodbye for a little bit, Devin. I love you. Love you too. Bye, Cove. This game. You ended the call gleefully and tucked the phone away. Then you pulled out your keys and hurried off to your fiance. You also gave your appreciation to your moms for not interrupting your conversation with Cove. They had been able to sense you've been missing him and needed that time. Our moms are so good. You parked in the familiar street to drop off your moms with the car. Parked in front of your old house, you said your goodbyes.
Thanks.
Thanks for letting us come along. Hopefully we didn't cramp your style too much. I'm sure we'll see you soon. You thanked them for joining you and waved until they disappeared into the house. In the car with the scenery flying past you, you reflected on the day. You thought back to what you had put together and felt your heart aflutter. The image was crystal clear. You could see yourself in it, and the view of your wedding day had become that much more defined in your mind. Right on time, you entered Baxter's office for your next meeting. He was waiting for you. Hello. Were you both able to find pieces you're happy with? I think so. I'm gonna be wonderful. Yeah, it should be. What shall we be doing today? Oh, we're dancing today!
Exciting.
We're dancing! Okay, I might skip a little bit through the, like, dancing. Unless it's really cute, you know? There's a room in the building you can use for dance lessons. I'll need to schedule it, of course. We need to be certain there wouldn't be any conflicts. If you could wait a moment, please. He pulled out his phone and swiped his finger a few times. His brow furrowed as he checked some sort of calendar. He tapped something with a flourish and looked up with a grin. Cove watched with open antsiness. Cove and I can attend lessons in the afternoon. Then, Devin, we could have the evening. I believe I can pencil us in as early as tomorrow for the first sessions. Happily, there's enough vacancy in the event room for individual sessions. One-on-one lessons are ideal for this. Every person is at their own level and will need guidance with different aspects. I can get everything arranged today if that works for you. Cove nodded seriously. There was no hesitation coming from his corner despite his jitteriness. Let's do it. I want to see Cove dance. Do we get to see Cove dance? Because that'd be amazing. I'm so excited. Shot Cove and Baxter, please thumbs up. Yeah, that's good. Baxter placed the phone down to clasp his hands together. His enthusiasm was hard to miss.
Excellent.
Excellent. I'll make it happen. I cannot do his voice. And he did. Baxter made the necessary arrangements right afterwards. He asked for your input occasionally and finalized the times. He planned each detail out exactly. Any specific idea that Cove or you had was jotted down and added to the considerations. What kind of music are you thinking of? Would you rather go with something fast or something fast? Oh, what do we do? What? Oh. A recent wedding I helped with went with classical music for the first half and then early 2010s dance music for the last half. There's no wrong answer. What music do we pick? Oh no! Oh my god. Country? We're not doing country. Theatrical music? Like, imagine dancing. Imagine coming out to your wedding, right? You're walking to your wedding and you go, I'm a dead girl walking. You would start dancing to Heathers. Like, imagine that. Dancing through life, spinning. That's cute. That one's cute though. Oh, I don't know. I love songs to dance to. I think it'd be fun to use video games. Video games though? It'd be cool to do throwbacks from when we were growing up. That'd be really cool too though. Actually, okay, hear me out. Hear me out. If we do throwback songs, Cove and us have known each other since we were literally 8 years old. Think of how cute that could be if we did a dance montage of us like being together through life since we were 8, and it was just a series of songs that had significance to us as we grew up, and then to where we are at our wedding. Wouldn't that be so romantic? Tell me that wouldn't be like the best? No music, just dead silence at the wedding. So you're like, you would be like this. Ready? And that'd be their dancing. Dancing through life would be fun. Imagine satisfied. You'd never be sad. That'd be kind of sad though for a wedding. Oh, there was popcorn on the floor that I clearly just rolled over. That's awkward. That's all crumbled on my carpet. Gross. I feel like Helpless could be good too. That would also absolutely be the best. So is that the one we go with? The growing up soundtracks, the throwbacks? I feel like musical theater though is really fun. We all love musical theater here. There were a lot of nostalgic songs that were already coming to your mind. Baxter nodded approvingly. Cole was even more supportive of your recommendation. Cool. I think I can guess some of the songs you're hoping for.
Absolutely.
Of course. And speaking of, let's chat about particular tracks. Do I get to pick songs? Oh no, okay. After continuing to discuss music selections for a while, your office time with Baxter finished and it was time to leave for the day. Goodbyes were said, knowing that the separation wouldn't last long. Tomorrow wasn't far. The hours passed by quickly. It felt like a blink of the eye by the time your next session rolled around. A bit after lunch, you drove Cove over to his first solo dance lesson with Baxter. He was definitely nervous on the drive there. Despite his usual anxiousness, he insisted that he wanted to do the lesson on his own. He would show you his moves after he practiced. What a shy bean! You wished Cove luck and dropped him off, hoping he had a good time. You drove off as soon as he disappeared into the building. The plan was to run errands until it was time to pick him back up. You had heard about a new store that had opened recently. It was close enough that you decided to check it out and see if they had anything worth getting. Unfortunately, the store didn't have a good selection compared to other options, but you stalled in the snacks section. You debated buying something in order to not leave empty-handed. Should we buy Cove a snack? Oh my god, you bought pre-portioned packages of cheese and jerky. You bought a box of healthy fruit snacks, of sugary fruit snacks. I want to get fruit snacks. I love fruit snacks. Anyone else just obsessed with fruit snacks? I used to eat fruit snacks all the time as a kid. Literally all the time. You buy the gummy worms for me? Thank you for the gummy worms. I do love gummy worms. You got a box that professed that it was high in vitamins. It looked tasty. Another store that you knew would have what you needed was minutes away. A short drive later, you were on your way to finishing your errands. It was nice to keep busy while waiting for Cove. Fruit snacks are great. Has anyone ever had Trader Joe's they're like fruit bars. They're like long. I don't know if you know, they're like fruit jerky. I don't even know how to describe them, but they're so good. They're so tasty. I'm a big fan of them. Stopping where Cove stood on the sidewalk. Cove greeted with a smile and hopped into the car. He closed the door behind him and buckled his seatbelt with a click. How'd it go? Cove shifted in his seat while rubbing the back of his neck. It was awkward, as you probably guessed, but not that bad. He brightened as he thought back. You listened to the vivacity in his voice, even as you focused on your driving through the parking lot. Okay, bed o'clock. Good night, Frenchie. Have a lovely sleeps. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging. I appreciate you. Have sleeps. Buggy! The fuck, save your money. What are you doing? Thank you so much for gifting that sub to Frenchie. What the hell? Oh my god. Frenchie, enjoy the new sounds and commands and things that you get to do and emotes that you get to do with the subby. I'm trying to come up with like a fun thing that we can do to celebrate subs here. So someday, y'all, I'm gonna have a good idea. I just don't have ideas ever, so. That really hurt my neck. Ow. Trader Joe's fruit letters, I have them daily. Oh my god, Bean, I love them so much. I love Trader Joe's though. Trader Joe's is like my favorite store. If it wasn't so expensive, I would buy so much. I would buy so much from Trader Joe's. Baxter is kind of a good guy, not a bad teacher. You pulled off in front of the building and started making your way through the first intersection. That's great. While kind of a good guy wouldn't usually be considered high praise from Cove to Baxter, it wasn't too shabby. Baxter really must have done his best to put Cove at ease. Yeah, I'm feeling even better about all this stuff going forward. I'm glad. You finally pulled into the parking space and parked the car. You couldn't linger in the car too long given your own lesson. It was time to go. You looked at the grocery bag in the back seat with the snacky you had bought. I'm gonna give it to Cove, that's why I bought it. I like to name that face the thumb face. Should I make it an emote? If you're hungry, feel free to grab a snack, Cove. He probably needed some fuel after dancing for so long. You pointed over at the food, and Cove's eyes widened at the sight. That's perfect. I'll see you later. Bye, I love you. I love you too. Cove leaned over and gave you a quick kiss. You beamed back at him. I am deceased. I love him so much. You left Cove with the car and walked with a bounce in your step to meet up with your wedding planner turned dance instructor. Oh God, Pyra, no! Thank you for clipping it. I guess it will be easy to find now to screenshot it. Fuck me. Oh my God. With bouncing yourself to meet up with your wedding planner turned dance instructor, the doors of the office building let you in after a firm yank. The air was cooler than what you was outside. You must name the emote thumb. Maybe I'll make it an animated emote. Yeah. That's the sound that face makes. Internally. Like, I didn't make that sound, but internally, that's the sound that was happening when I made the face. Yeah. I'm scared of myself. Yup. We sure are. You entered the space and noticed the towers of chairs on the sides of the room. It was easy to imagine the room filled with a crowd, but for now, it had all been cleared for your private class. You walked across the empty tile floor to the counter at the back, where Baxter was. He raised his head and waved you over, setting aside some notes he had been reading. With the paper and the elegant fountain pen left on the counter, he strode forward and met you in the middle of the large room.
Hello.
Hi, Baxter. I'm glad you could make it. Hey. You waved at him and smiled warmly. I hope you've been well. Hi, Lex! Thank you for the lurk while you run errands. Y'all, can I get a shouty for Lex too? I have returned with Nami's. What did you eat? Bring Coleman. What do you have for dinner? It is not a Telltale game, Kenny. It is a indie game by GB Patch. It's kind of a virtual novel with like dating elements to it. It's story based, but it's not Telltale. But you do get to make decisions. You have pizza? What kind of pizza? What kind of pizza? Oh dear, what? Oh no. Thanks for the clip, Bucky. Baxter pulled the remote from his jacket pocket and clicked a button. A speaker system you hadn't noticed before crackled to life. Familiar music filled the room. He must have been busy to already have the songs that you had talked about yesterday ready. He tucked the remote back into his pocket and then Baxter turned his attention onto you. He offered you his hand.
Well.
I'll lead, at least at first. We can switch later if you prefer. We can lead? Okay, let's lead. You're one of my favorite 5 serotonin and less. I am so glad I can provide you serotonin. You know, serotonin is in short supply these days. And so if I can provide any of that to you, I am very happy to do so. So thank you. That is very kind. And I don't know that I deserve it, but I love you, Beanie. And I hope you're having funsies because I'm having fun. And that's all I want for everyone, to have some laughs with me. That's why we're here, right? We're gonna be a fairy's tale ball, okay? You took his hand, ready to get started. Hi, Baxter. His fingers linked around yours and he started to put his other arm across your back. You relaxed into the proper form for the dance, muscle memory taking over. Baxter did not attempt to direct you, just remaining present as a reliable partner. Thank you for the clip, Buggy. You followed the music, timing your steps to the rhythm until you found yourself relaxing into it. Practicing like this was helping to smooth out any creases your flow might have had. Baxter suddenly smirked, the twitch of his lips getting your attention immediately.
You know.
Do I know things, Baxter? No. I don't know things, actually. I recall that it wasn't just dance lessons I was available for, was it? I would also offer to give you rides whenever you needed them, didn't I? Are you flirting with me? I am getting married! Excuse me, Baxter? Hopefully I haven't let you down with that. He's not flirting with us, right? Right? Excuse me? What? It took a moment before you understood what he was talking about. You laughed clear and bright. I think we'll be alright. We have our own cars now. You were impressed he still remembered, but then again, you also remembered it. It had been a particularly memorable summer all of those years ago. Being firmly in the flow, the discussion died down. The only exchange was the music and the sound of your shoes and the sleek floor in time with each other's. So, tell me how things are going with Cove. Should we ask about Cove? Do you still dance often? We say as we are dancing. What happened to you after that summer? He faltered in his steps, throwing the dance to a halt. He recovered quickly, his toes going back to precisely formed motions. But his face still showed the strain of the upset. It's kind of strange how completely you disappeared after our vacation. Did something happen? Oh, was that bad to ask? He took a deep breath. Tremors went through his shoulders from the effort of keeping his perfect poise. We definitely just upset Baxter, though. I apologize for vanishing so thoroughly and not even attempting to keep in touch. It was unkind. His lips twitched. It was closer to a grimace than anything, resembling a smile, even though you thought that's what he was attempting. At least, that's what I told myself. Or rather, what I hoped would be true. I wish hard that when you and everyone there didn't see any more, that you'd never think of me again. You would go on with your lives happily, and I wouldn't factor into that. Baxter, that's sad! He paused again. How did music sound so much like cold silence? That doesn't matter much sense to you, I imagine. Baxter offered a one-shoulder shrug for your supposed trouble. I'm gonna make soft, encouraging noises, because I do that in real life. If I'm just a little lightheaded, I love you. I would like to do goat yoga. Oh my god, Katie did goat yoga the other day, Bugs. Katie's my best friend, by the way. And she had pictures of her like having goats on her back, and she said it was just like hilarious. I would be really bad at goat yoga, I feel like. He took in another deep breath. Determination sparked in his eyes. Here we go. Backstory, folks. Backstory. It's the internal story of my life. I wanted to be liked, but I can't be important. A friend for a season, a planner at a wedding. That's me. I'm not like him. Cove is a fiance. He stays. He tries. Clingy. I think your friends and family like to joke. I never thought so. What do you mean you're not important? I have never met someone who isn't important before. Name that quote! Name that quote! I cannot wait for Baxter DLC to learn more of what is going on with him. Grassy, same. I'm so intrigued right now. Like, what is happening? This back lore. This lore. What is this? He didn't even care for me, but was willing to dance together to do a better job for his wedding. In life, there are just someones, and then there's the no one. You found your one, and I'm genuinely thrilled you did, and that he found his. All I want is to assist with that happiness, and to not get in the way of it. This is sad! What the fuck, Baxter? That got way too deep. But neither of us are here for our old relationship dynamic. That's ancient. We didn't have what relationship? What? We don't need to get immersed in the past when the future is so bright. Baxter's tone was pointed with finality. That was as much as he would say. The pace of the dance sped up, going back to what it had been before. You nearly stepped on his foot at the sudden change. What the fuck is going on with Baxter? He just said he was the no one and that he was a side character in everyone's life. I mean, he is technically the side character in our life, literally, but that makes me sad. Baxter, no. Nobody isn't important. Since he clearly was not going to discuss it more, you didn't attempt to pry for more details. This had gotten into incredibly personal territory. You deserve to be important. He dropped his gaze at your words, uncomfortable with your sincerity. You decided not to push anymore, and the tension slowly drained out of him. Baxter schooled his face, and for all the world appeared like the conversation had never affected him. Aww. Baxter chuckled as he led you to the left. You followed, watching his reaction more than your feet. Cove is a remarkably sweet man. You have nothing to worry about in more ways than just dancing. Yeah, I know, but I won't say anything else. Instructor-client privilege. That response piqued your interest, past a little curiosity. What had happened? The question was plain on your face, but Baxter suddenly focused on your heels with him. Him staring downward? Will you pay more attention to your timing? Perfect. Very nice. You'll also get a Switch and Xbox One. An Xbox One? Oh, I haven't had an Xbox before. I wouldn't even know how to use it. We'll donate that to children who in hospitals. that's where the equipment will go. It was clear that you weren't going to get any more on the information. Okay. The acoustics of the room were surprisingly good for dancing. The music was at a good volume, and despite the tile floor, the tapping of your steps didn't echo distractingly off the walls. You tried to relax your shoulders and place more confidence in your movement. Left foot, left foot, turn. You observed the easy way Baxter seemed to glide across the floor. Following his lead was easy, but you concentrated on taking it further. You mimicked what he did, attempting to learn his gracefulness. Okay, did I read that? You both continued to dance as the song cycled through. Thoughts played in your mind about the surrealness of reconnecting with Baxter again after all these years without contact. However, that was secondary to your goal of dancing while in your upcoming wedding to the love of your life. I kinda did it! Rock goes a rock! Did I do it? Did I do it? Did I do it? Oh, wait. Almo brings the rain down in Africa. Do you know that song? Where's the Elmo version of it? am I just talking to a very niche club of people? Probably. No more high pitched. Rock goes a rock. That one? I can't do this. Do I want to lead? I'm gonna lead. I want to lead. Can I lead now? I was about to suggest that if you want to give it a try. You both rearranged your positions and you were across the floor. It was just different from following Baxter, but it didn't take long for you to rediscover the right tempo. That sounds goblinish. I am a goblin. I'm a dice goblin. By the end of the session, night had fallen. You said goodbye to Baxter and Cove came to pick you up in the car. You mirrored his actions from earlier in the day, climbing in the passenger seat and clicking in your seatbelt. He took the opportunity to copy you as well. So, how'd it go? The amused sparkle in his eye let you know that he using your words was completely and utterly intentional. I'm glad I did it. You bounced in your seat full of energy. Despite all the exercise you had, it had been a good experience. Cove grinned widely, happy for you. I'm glad, this was a good idea. Also, did I thank you for buying me a snack earlier? It was good. I love you, Cove! You're welcome. I hope there's some left. You craned your neck around to inspect the back seat. You saw an additional sack and Cove laughed. Don't worry, I didn't eat everything. I thought some drinks to go with them. I thought they'd be nice for a post-dance pickup. He's so sweet! Cove better... Okay, bye, Casper. Cove better know how much you loved him, especially in moments like this. We're just gonna settle in. You sure are, buddy. Thanks for the hybrid, Grassy! An additional sack? Cove said hydrate. Cove said we just worked out. Hydrate. Next time you were scheduled to come by, it would be for the usual kind of off visit, no dancing required. You highly anticipated meeting back up with Baxter. You had a good feeling about where this wedding was going. Are we done with all the planning? Isn't it wedding time? When you arrived for your session that day, you noticed Baxter's foot was tapping against the floor in a steady rhythm. It seemed the lessons from the day before were still on his mind. Hi. Hey, hi.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So nice to see you again. This is how I feel like he talks. With all of the work, planning, and effort a thing of the past, you are having your final appointment with Baxter. The two of you situated yourselves on the purple couch in your normal spots, though Cove was unable to treat the visit as anything near normal. His leg had stiffened from nervousness so badly the bend in his knees was like a snap of two branches. He nearly fell onto the couch. Baxter, on the complete opposite end of the comfort spectrum from Cove, smiled with a natural ease.
Well.
Baxter, that was unnecessary, sir. Okay. This is the last time we're likely to see each other until the day of your wedding. Are you feeling prepared? Yes. I'm excited! Cove didn't react whatsoever, not to Baxter or you. He was frozen solid. Baxter ran his hand along the inside of his jacket and placed his most encouraging smile on his face.
To be honest.
Yeah? Hi, Matt! How you doing? In all honesty, you're both done beautifully. Your wedding will be an event to be proud of, and I'll be there to make certain it flows smoothly. It's wedding time! Stay calm! Stay calm! It's wedding time! All you need to do now is enjoy yourselves. Each line Baxter spoke chipped away at the frosted shell around Cove until it cracked. Your fiancé replied in a small voice. Thank you. Wow, thanks. Now, having broken the ice, Baxter easily shifted back into work mode. He touched the tips of his fingers to a pile of papers on the desk to his side. I've got the details for the hotels for you here. I was able to book 2 standard single bedrooms for you and your parties to use to get ready in. The hotel is minutes from the ceremony venue, so you won't need to make a trip out there the morning of.
Not bad.
Thanks, Baxter. You're good at this. It is his job, Cove. Cove's admittance was almost embarrassed. He scratched at his cheek and shared a look with you. You remember how hard of a time the two of you had getting a room when you had to come to Sunset Bird for your mom's anniversary. It was an ordeal. Cove chuckled knowingly. You were reminiscing over the same experience. Baxter accepted the compliment earnestly, without prying. He leaned an elbow against his chair's armrest and propped his head up against his hand.
Glad to hear it.
I do strive to be. He continued to relax, following up his prior motion with the cross of his legs. And I very much appreciate your great patience with the series of questions throughout this experience. I do still have yet one more topic I'd like to discuss. When you leave here, the wedding planning is over. Do either of you have an opinion on seeing your beloved before the ceremony? Oh, we were just talking about this. That was not something Cove had considered. He didn't have words to back up the hasty interruption. Baxter smoothed it out by elaborating. I know some couples follow tradition of completely cutting contact and lead up to the wedding, so it's reuniting when they come together for the ceremony. Others stay apart physically, they'll communicate over the phone, and there are those who don't participate in whatsoever and stay with one another. This time, Cove gave himself space to consider, letting the concept sink in.
I don't know.
I mean, I didn't have plans to be away from Devin. You know, I like being around them. That's an option. But I guess maybe we could do that if that's a special thing for weddings? He laughed breathfully and sent Baxter a question of his own. Are you gonna make fun of me for being clingy now?
Never.
True. You knew just how much Baxter meant that. Cove, however, didn't have the same context. Oh, okay. That's lucky for both of you because I'm clingy too! You're a very sweet Baxter, but he's definitely too clingy. You patted Cove in the shoulder reassuringly. You had to laugh at Cove calling himself out for that. You really should change your stance. Teasing Cove is fun. Good people shouldn't make fun of him for that. Good, people shouldn't make fun of him. I'm gonna say I'm clingy too. In disbelief, Cove's eyes bounced back and forth between you and your planner. He was able to express his wants to always be around you, and no one in the room had given him a hard time for it. Cove absolutely beamed at the revelation. It was a pre-wedding miracle, Cove! You were charmed by both his overt affection for you and by how cute he generally was. But you made an effort to not be entirely distracted, and you gave an answer to the question at hand. Oh, what do we do? What do we want to do? Do we want separate hotel rooms so we can meet at the wedding later? We can talk over the phone? Or do we want to share a room? I'm all for just being with him. I don't care. How are we feeling about this? What do we think? Stay together? I think that's my vibe too. I feel like it would be cuter, you know? But okay, hear me out though. But then he doesn't get to see us. Like, he'll be with us the entire time, which means he won't have the moment of like surprise. And I kind of want the moment of surprise because I want Cove to cry. I want Cove to cry so bad. Why am I like this? I don't know. I'm so clingy. Oh my god, stop. It sounds like he wants to be together too, though. Which, I want him to be comfortable. I don't know. I don't know, like... You'll prioritize as a special moment. True. That's true. Well, we'll stay together. We'll stay together. Yes, definitely. Obviously. I'm glad you asked, because, yeah, I'm a little clingy. I love this boy! Cove shuffled the balls of his feet against the carpet, all the while glancing over at you bashfully. You held on to his sweet gaze, feeling grateful knowing that you wouldn't have to go without that anytime soon. Off to the side, Baxter watched the two of you from his spot on the office chair. The fondness in his expression for you and Cove had tipped past his usual professional distance. Not wanting to ruin the moment, he spoke in a soft voice. Very good. Everything is settled then. From there, the rest of the meeting was spent going over final details and the whole plan step by step. Baxter wanted to make sure you were on the same page to prepare for the events ahead. He shared amusing anecdotes of past weddings he planned, some highlighted actual potential pitfalls you could intentionally avoid, and others were on one in a million debacles. Most unbelievable was a story of a particular orchard ceremony from the year before. The stage was set with flowers, a walkway, seating, and a wooden arch at the end. He was looking on in a final survey, primed for the guests to arrive when out of control truck with a back end full of apples drove straight through. The driver was unharmed when he got the truck to stop, and the couple were still married, albeit in a much simpler arrangement. But Baxter distantly remembers the almost comedic surrealness of it. Seeing a completed wedding and then having it flattening back to the ground in the blink of an eye was something he never expected or hoped to experience again. While the planner chuckled in recollection, Cove leaned over to ask if you thought there'd be any reason a fruit truck might have to be at your venue. You were pretty sure there wasn't. The stories of laughter continued until the end of the appointment. It reminded you of your final days of class before summer vacation. Technically, you were still in school, but everyone was eager for the fun to begin. Then goodbyes were exchanged as usual, with promises to see each other soon, like there had been every time you visited. However, when you left the office, you had to wonder if you would ever go back there again. When you saw Baxter next, it would be at the wedding location! Maybe you would return someday if you and Cove decided to renew your vows and needed a planner again. Or maybe you could visit just as friends and not as customers. And maybe you try a different planner next time. No, we're gonna go as friends. Oh, Cove. I fucking love Cove. Under a wide starry sky, you and Cove hopped into his car to head back despite having done it many times before. It felt completely different that time. After the click of seatbelts being snapped into place, there was a silence in the cab. None of the boisterousness from minutes ago had come along. With you. Cove's expression was pensive as he rounded the curb and got the car out onto the street. A gentle rumbling resonated over you from wheels rolling across tarmac. That was the only word he managed to articulate before his mouth clammed up tight again. He had an internal struggle made visible, and ultimately he made enough peace with it to finally smile. Right. Now I have a lot going on in my head. You probably guessed that. There's so much I want to say to you about us, what's happened, all of this, but it would probably make more sense if I said it during the wedding, right? His voice dropped to a complete whisper, but his grip on the steering wheel intensified. It's so close now. Cove took in a deep breath through his nose, allowing his fingers to loosen again. That was followed by him answering his own question.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Pretend this didn't happen. Thanks. You're always nice to me. Obviously, I'm marrying you, sir. Why would I not be nice to you? Hello, Rebecca. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. I'm gonna cry about Cove in about 4 seconds. That warmed you up inside. Nothing felt better than knowing he could rely on you. But there's a lot of other things I'm thinking about too. Like the fact that these are the last moments of our lives together, not being married. After this, I'll be your husband, and you'll be my spouse. Unbelievable. I love you, Cove. I love you too. Twisting your seat, you let the side of your face rest against the back of the chair. You rested there at the end of such a long project, watching your almost husband as he continued to drive ahead. The two of you were moving forward, full of hope and anticipation for the very near future. After days, weeks, years of waiting to commit yourself to the love of your life, the morning of your wedding arrived.